just really want to... Fuck it. Oh my god, okay, maybe not. Shit. Things you get out and push, love.
Can I even open the door? Literally can't open my door. No, I can't open it. What do we do?
Like anyone struggling with their dull 9-to-5 lives in their 20s, I like to get out there and waste money on seeing the world and proving to everyone on Instagram that I'm living my best life. In this series, I drag someone with me, someone we've never been before, for a short period of time. We give each other 3 things to do, taste and try. Will we fulfill these things in this limited structure made for the web? Let's escape! Tell us about yourself.
Internet sensation and piercing reactor, Roly.
That's what you get for being stupid.
I'm from Devon, but don't sound like that because I got myself out of that disgusting accent.
Done. Quick escape is basically we go to a place and we try to do 3 things each. Do, taste, try, and they are, so the do is like there's a Stockholm ghost walk that they put on. And they walk around Stockholm, a little ghosty woasted.
Well, my thing I wanted to go, so my first thing that I wanted to do was go on like some sort of really high zip line, but we were on the off season, so there's not any chance. But another thing that I really wanted to do was literally just get in a car, just drive for hours and hours and hours and just see where it goes, because I love doing that. And also, maybe we can get to a spooky location.
Ooh.
Of course, in Sweden, one of the things we have to do was eat meatballs. Now, of course, we do have IKEA here, but we want to do the Swedish, real Swedish meatballs in...
The best.
In Sweden.
The best. Fika is like a really, it's coffee in the morning and then like a really sweet pastry. So we've got to try that.
And I have an incredibly strong sweet tooth.
And then try is like something we have to do even though it's out of our comfort zone.
So try with mine was doing, they had basically in Sweden they had these like motorized scooters. So I really wanted to have like at least a few hours so we can go on these scooters, go around like Stockholm a little bit, be a bit crazy, and then, you know, just try not to, I will literally die, but we'll, you know.
And I don't like heights. So they have this thing called the Ericsson Globe. It's basically this spherical glass lift that takes you up, and I'm not good with heights or glass lifts. Do I do it?
We shall see!
Hi everyone. You can say hello, or you can ignore the camera. Hi. So it's currently 5 in the, well, it's not even 5 yet. So we're actually on our way to Sweden, which is exciting. Look how pretty Wembley is. What time's our flight?
8:20.
8:20. I mean, I'll check when you just went a bit more awake.
We have arrived in Sweden. Hi, Craig.
Hi.
Craig, we're a bit tired to be honest because obviously we've been up so early. But it's very pretty here. I'm very excited. The person we're on like a rental car. Craig obviously can drive, which is fabulous. And the car lady was amazing. She was fabulous. She gave us a few ideas for what to do when we're here. So shout out to Agatha.
Not her name.
No, I don't know. I can't remember what her name was. How are you feeling about driving, by the way? Are you feeling alright?
I feel alright. Yes. I keep grabbing gears and I keep swaying.
La sway!
Well, they said like they promised a small car. This is not a small car.
That's very true.
It's too smooth, if you know what I mean.
Too smooth.
Like
you want it to be bumpy.
I kind of want it to be a little rough.
It's going to be a bumpy ride. Triggered.
How do you feel?
Like I
seeing
need
it for
to
the-
empty my bladder.
Oh.
I'm actually quite surprised how nice it is. No, I like it. I think it's great. I mean, it's perfect for what we need. Like, I honestly thought we had a teepee tent in the field, so this is like...
It's the view.
I mean, I hope it doesn't make us feel a bit sick, but because I can feel it moving. We've made
We
it.
made it.
It took a long ass time to get here. We had no idea that the distance between the airport and this place was so long. You put it into a sat nav and it was like, an hour!
Which, to be fair, like it kind of makes sense because like Stansted is like an hour away from Central.
Yeah, to be honest, no airport's really close to the centre.
It made sense. It was just a bit shocked because we just wanted to get here.
I was a little bit surprised how nice this room is, I'll be honest.
Yeah, especially this is economy.
Yeah, and it was like, as soon as I heard the word hostel, I was like, it's gonna be a shithole. But actually, I mean, our room is quite nice. Like,
Lovely.
this is actually really nice.
But luckily the flight was only like an hour and a half.
Now, it was really quick, really quick. We were there like 10 minutes early as well. So, perfection. So I had this game called Don't Get Got. We were given it a while ago. Hashtag not spawned. And so basically it's this game where you have to have little tasks and you have to try and trick the other person into doing little things. Well, I remember one of them was like a while ago was like make the other person look in your eye and make it feel like you have something in their eye. And if they try to go, no, there's nothing in there, you lose. Like it's tiny little tasks like that. And so each person has 6 each and we have to try and trick each other into doing what we are. Now obviously when we separate with cameras and stuff, I will show you what I'm doing and he will show you what he does on his own little camera. We just make sure that we don't, you know. Have you, so there's one that I got you on and you haven't said anything yet about it.
Which one?
I'm not going to tell you yet. There was something there and there's one, and when I tell you what happened and how it went down, you're going to be like, girl, you're going to be annoyed. And as soon as I tell you what it is, you're going to be like, I cannot believe you got me. Anyway, let's go on, let's go.
Slam dunk, are you ready to make me? I'm lit and I'm riding the fast lane. Don't let me down, I'm on fire. Does anyone else feel like a liar?
Yes, we've just been walking for like ages down this like dock, and it's so bizarre because it's like ice everywhere, like, and it's all making like clicking, clanking noises. This whole like area is really nice. We're really like low energy, but it's actually quite nice just to kind of just chill out.
Literally fucking chill.
Yeah. So we're gonna find a shop, get some little snacks, and go back and like plan tomorrow and stuff, and see where things are. But I'm having a nice time. It's nice in Sweden. It's so quiet compared to London. Jesus Christ.
There's no talking, shouting.
I feel like you'd
It's
appreciate
all very
that.
serene.
Yeah. What does serene mean?
Calm.
Calm. Oh, just say calm then. Can't remember you're dealing with a basic bitch here. How are you feeling then anyway?
Me? Serene.
Right, that's it, die. So we've come into a Swedish supermarket. There's some bizarre things here, like why is there like just a huge slab? Like what even is this? There's like a huge slab of like biscuit. Like a massive, look how big my hand is compared to it. It's like a big cracker. I don't understand.
I just found all the digestives and I'm very happy.
And you like biscuits, don't you? Yeah, but like, we don't have any tea. We've got no way to heat tea.
True, we're on a
That's the sad
fucking
thing.
boat.
And I work out like the price of everything.
You are. I've already got it sorted. How much is that?
£1.09. Don't come for me like that again, trying to shame me on your video.
And I gave you an easy one. Okay.
We're going to try and find some crisps somewhere. We don't know where crisps are. I think down the bottom here. No, that's still sweets. Why is this supermarket? I mean, maybe it's just because we're a little bit dumb. But like, why is everything so weirdly spread out? So we almost gave up. We almost left the shop without anything, which was very triggering. And then we discovered there's an upstairs. They kept that very secret. Why did they like make it not very obvious that there was an upstairs? Maybe it's because we didn't read Swedish. Maybe there is quite obvious. We just didn't see. But we're getting crisps. So there's stuff here. Are you excited now? We actually found this.
Yes.
Don't touch me.
Should we want some cheese doodles?
This was a lot bigger than I thought it was. I decided to go for fresh island garlic. Oh well, that was fun while it lasted. Hi guys, so it is It's now day 2. Hello. Hi. We're still a little bit tired. We didn't do like so. We tried to do more filming last night, but we were just like so exhausted. It was just like not good content because this is much more thrilling. We're actually on our way now to go get some food, want some brekkie wekkie, and then we're going. What are we doing today, Craig?
ABBA.
Going to see the ABBA museum. We're going to have like a ghost tour later on. Do lots of fun things. Take lots of fun photos.
Try some pastries.
Try some pastries. Yes. Yeah, we're gonna have a great day. And we obviously went a tiny bit more weight. Okay, so we found this like little tiny cafe. What was it called? Oh, Cafe Espresso House. We'll go at the end. And we've got these little.
I think it's a chain, so I wouldn't.
You think it's a chain?
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Oh my god, you're already starting.
Yeah,
without me.
well, you're
That's great.
filming, so I'm filming with 3 cameras.
So I got this nice little caramel latte thing. And Craig has got a. What did you get?
Fika.
No, your drink.
Oh, mocha.
You got and they were like, "Would you like it extra strong?" We're like, "Yes."
The woman laughed at us in the shop because in that coffee place because you said tack to say thank you, and she laughed. Because I was like, we got to at least say something in Swedish. He went down. He was like tack, and she laughed at him.
That's right, though, isn't it? Tack is right.
Yeah, tack is right. But it was just funny that like
maybe just the British accent was like tack.
check.
So I'm just gonna cut into it. Oh my god, it's like creamy on the inside. Look at that. It's got like cream stuff. Oozy. Oh. Okay. Oh my god.
It's amazing.
Craig, no, seriously, you have to have some. You have to have some. No, you have to have some.
So I think this is Fika.
Is it?
I think so. You're supposed to have a really sweet pastry with coffee.
Oh my god, we're so Swedish.
Fika.
Pick the twang.
Oh, it smells like cinnamony or something.
Munchy. It's a lot of creamy.
There's a lot of sugar to have in the first bit. Before 10 o'clock in the morning.
That's Fika. I'm into it.
You are unreal. That is so. I cannot. That is not fair in the.
You said it.
You didn't make me say it though. I just said it on my own.
You had a piece of my cake.
No.
Therefore,
Okay.
you commented on my cake.
I feel like I'm going to contest that, but you know.
We have just been like wandering around for a while. It's actually really nice here. We've been kind of saying that it's like we just went to a shopping centre and it was like, oh, this is here. Like surprisingly amount of same things that we have at home, which I was like shocky-wocky about. So now we're at this like opening. We're just having a little break for 2 seconds. We're trying to we're kind of like pacing ourselves over now to the ABBA Museum. And he's already drunk. We haven't even started drinking yet. You can say that for later, Lab. Okay, we could calm down. We were learning about how. Oh, so do you remember how to say "How are you"?
No.
When we were in the coffee shop, we were like trying to work out how to like say certain things.
Overdue.
It was her. Oh my god, I can't remember now. I remember fitter was a very rude word. Remember that?
See, you remember that.
I remember that. Yeah. What was by?
See,
We can't remember. We're horrendous. We're horrendous. Hi everyone, we just went to the ABBA Museum. ABBA.
Now every single ABBA song is in my head.
Yeah. The funny thing is like we're walking around and literally there's like 10 different songs playing from different like parts of the room and it's like a bit dysphoric. Like, what's happening?
Knowing mean money, man, water, dancing queen.
And then like halfway through he goes, oh, I didn't realise it'd be so big.
I didn't say it like that. I just didn't realise it was going to be good. You know, you expect like an ABBA museum and then it's just like...
Well, I said
they had like everything, like every award, every record.
I said to you though,
Every costume.
I just don't think any other country would care enough to want it all, so everything is going to be there. Yeah. Like when they think of a Roly museum, that's basically just going to be inside my apartment because no one else cares enough to have that.
What's your favourite part?
The exit?
Wow.
No, I quite like looking at the clothes actually, like everything they wore.
I think it's just like the Eurovision bit, like where they began. There's like an ABBA film, and it's just like second clips of just like their whole career in like 2 minutes. Editor's dream.
That's very perverse.
Well, and then there was a disappointing like post-ABBA museum part. And it's like, well, they didn't do so well, did they?
No.
Except the Mamma Mia films.
Well,
You haven't seen Mamma Mia?
everyone's got, no, I don't care enough to watch it. I hate musicals. Doesn't matter what songs it is, it's a
This is
musical.
over. This is over. We're going home. Fuck it. Oh.
It's not like you had a lot of space.
No, it's not a lot for him, love.
We have Stockholm's best meatballs.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
We have Stockholm as people. We'll see about that. That is the best thing. Out of anything, I think that's one of my fondest memories. But we'll fucking see about that. Hilarious.
I mean, like, that's the first time we see it as well.
That was the first time, yeah.
And you were like, what? It's like, look. And then we see.
We have Stockholm's best meatballs.
Well, we'll see about that.
We're now waiting for our little ghost tour. We have to like meet at this little point here where this sort of weird monument thing is. We have just come out of this most horrendously scary cafe that we honestly thought we were going to die in.
Have fun, guys.
We kind of went into this like cafe and we're like, because he really needs to pee.
And be warm.
And be warm. I thought the first part was funnier. So we came into space and we looked around and the guy kind of didn't really, he was sort of standing behind the desk but not really sort of paying attention. We're like, oh, okay. And then we came downstairs and it's like this weird like dungeon-esque, like, I need to show you, like this dungeon-esque kind of place. It's like, and the walls look like they're sticky but they're not. And then, so Craigie Waggy wants to go for a wee. He went to the thing and you've got to pay to use the toilets.
10 crowns, which is like
Almost a pound. Like, what cafe makes you pay to go to the bathroom?
in a dungeon.
In a dungeon? I thought we were going to get something.
And then there was like, I don't know, 10 Germans just sipping their coffee, having a ball. Kept looking over as well, because I was looking at them, which is like fine, whatever. When you're with this guy, people look.
Yeah, people tend to stare a lot with me.
It's fine, whatever. Because they think, who's the carer, who's the patient? Then they left, and they just said, have fun, guys.
Yeah,
and laughed.
looked at us and have fun, guys, and
I literally don't know how to take that.
we're going to die. Now we're just waiting for our little ghosty boasty tour.
How are you feeling? You're deceased on the floor.
I can't feel my hands. We're just waiting.
We tried to go to H&M and buy him gloves, but the woman was like, I don't speak twat, so she was like, go away, you're not welcome in H&M.
I feel like such an ignorant British person.
Why?
Where are the gloves? Have you got an English menu? I feel like a dick.
I can't believe you said an English. Did we say that on mine? I think we did. No, because we didn't vlog in there. We went to the ABBA museum and then we went to like the restaurant that was there, and it had English like writing in the menu underneath it. And he was like, "Do you have an English menu?" I was like, "There's English on this one." That was
Some of it was in English.
the whole bottom bit was in English. Yes, it was half and half.
Wasn't in English.
Excuse me, can we not make this provocative? Let's wait for the ghosty wave steal.
What I thought was funny is how, I mean, it was absolutely freezing. And when when he went in H&M to ask for gloves, the woman was like, it's off season now, we're not doing them anymore. It's like, this is not off season. For us, this feels like the
Very
middle
on
of
season.
winter. She was just like, why would we have them now? It's spring.
Yeah. They had like bikinis out and everything.
Literally,
and
it's
it was like, where are the gloves?
-1,000. Where's the scarves? Give me a balaclava.
Yeah, we would got like 5 layers each. Where are the gloves?
We had fun today.
I had fun.
The man who did the ghost tour was mad. It was all very theatrical, wasn't it?
Yes.
I don't know how much everything he said was true.
I think that's what's bugging me. I didn't know if the stories were legit or not.
Yeah.
Stockholm Ghost Walk has got an agreement with the Stockholm Police Force, and we are allowed to lose up to 10% of our walkers every night.
Like, we both agreed that we kind of wish there was, like, paid actors or someone to, like, interact with you a little bit more, because it felt kind of like, now we are here. Now we are here. Follow me, now we are here. Without kind of...
Yeah. I mean, there was, like, a guy in a cape. I was like, okay, something's going to happen.
People in Sweden just walk around wearing capes, apparently. No, so there was definitely little things that we thought we tweaked. But, I mean, overall, I thought it was fun.
Overall, the day was good.
Mm.
I think my main concern is, like, I keep worrying that we're going to get lost.
I think it's kind of fun.
Yeah, because we could... I keep telling Roly that I'm just like... My compass is kind of broken.
Oh my god, you doing that figure of 8 thing all day. I swear
I'm supposed to, like, configure it.
it hasn't.
I mean, you know, you can, like, set it to, like, just north or something. And I don't even know where north is.
Oh. Samsung
Do you know
for you.
Do you know which way fucking north is?
Yeah?
Which way?
This way.
Why?
I'm like a dog. You know, they always...
Isn't it where the sun is setting? That one was good. I played it right.
Yes, you did. You got that one. Well done. That other one didn't count. But that one,
No.
well done. That was clever.
I'm one ahead.
You're very smart with that one.
Thank you.
I'm proud.
Mm-hmm. I think that's what I'm worried about. I don't want to be like, oh, we should be here. The woes of making good content.
This video is going to be great.
Thanks. Just all we need is love.
Hmm.
Just a little bit of love.
You...
I'm just in my own head a lot.
Yeah, you are. And
it's not nice. You gave me a hug. I'm playing it right.
I thought that was a very nice, loving, sentimental moment.
For ages about that.
I thought he was hugging me to be nice, to be like, oh look, that was...
partly. And partly to get a point.
Good morning, Craig.
Hi, I'm Roly, and I'm fabulous.
I mean, well, you said it. So we're off to find, believe it or not, we've only really just woken up. We're off to find a coffee shop. Not like Amsterdam coffee shops, a real coffee shop. This was thrilling.
Do you mind if I could just quickly do a vlog now? Don't tell them off, keep them on. I know you don't like the fact that I do this, but this is my job. This is how I get paid, Craig. As I'm homeless. So we managed to find, guess what we found, guys? Guess what we found? An espresso house, because we're deluded and we have no idea what else is here. How are you feeling? Are you excited about the globe? I didn't feel this time.
It's only like 20 minutes.
No, it only takes 20 minutes. We walked all this way for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Took us a long time to get here, literally.
I'm excited for the park.
Yeah, so after we've done this, we're going to go to a park and get some scooters and drive around the park like maniacs on scooters, which is going to be interesting. I'm terrified. But
why?
He's like, you'll be fine, Johnny.
I've been more scared of bikes in London than scooters.
I never ride the bikes in London though. I used to do it when I lived in Stratford because we'd like drive around the docks.
Right.
Because that was kind of off-road, but I didn't want to drive on roads because I'm the bitch that would die. God, I look like death. If death had a look, this is it. What you didn't know was I got you in that section, but it wasn't filmed. I was like, I really need to go for a piss, but you had the camera set up, so I was like, I can't really take them because you'd be like, well, why are you taking the cameras with you? It's weird. When I went to the bathroom, I was like, oh my God, this is the perfect time to try and get you. So I texted you. I think I just saw Barry White. Oh, and you were like, Barry White's dead. And I was like, I know, that's the thing. That was so funny. Oh my God, I'm so...
Yeah, you did, I remember.
I got you on that one.
Yeah, you did.
But it's just not on camera, so you can't do a little graphic
yeah, I
for
remember
me.
that. Okay, fine. Graphic.
Hooray, I win! 10 points to Gryffindor.
Hufflepuff.
That's rude.
You're disgusting.
I don't know the response to that's rude is you're disgusting.
That would be the best.
That's better.
after a long ass walk in some weird locations where we almost died and got run over, we've made it to the Globy Wobe. Oh! No, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. That does not count. Fuck.
So it's not so much now because it's been a while, but back then we had a thing like, you know, every single sentence we tend to do now is go like, oh, Craigie Wiggy or Roly West. But back then we never really did it, and it was like a new thing that just kind of happened, and we were both getting frustrated because we kept saying it so much to the stage we were getting so sick. So we kind of played this game where we were allowed 5, was it 5 a day?
Yeah, it depended on the day.
We were like, you're only allowed to have 5 a day where you do this thing.
Well, because we were together like 24 hours, you know, saying every word.
And I just kept failing.
Just like we needed a limit, yeah, so.
And sometimes we would see something and it'd be like, go on, just say it. And it was like...
If it was a good one.
Yeah, if it sounded Bicky Bocky, it sounds good. And I liked Pashmina because it was pashy washy. And I was like, I just needed to say it.
That's it, so we're good. That's it, put me off now. But we're here, okay? We're here.
Craig's not very happy being up here. Didn't realise it would be this high apparently.
I'm not the biggest fan of heights, but I don't mind when I'm in like a safe location. This is fine, but if I was like on the outside, then yeah, it would be a bit funny, but he's triggered, which is funny. I love it. So we're at the top, how does it feel? Is it now? No, he's really scared. I'm really scared.
I just want to say I was terrified.
Oh, I know. I could tell your whole demeanour changed.
I mean, you can cover up things very fucking well, but I don't think I can.
Oh yeah, the thing is, doing YouTube for 11 years, poker face.
Yeah, and that heights in glass, like, from the floor, it didn't look too high. So I was like, oh, it's fine. It's not like London Eye where you kind of have to do that.
But I could tell the whole time you were up there, you were bricking it. Like, everything about you just suddenly changed. You became like this sort of shell of yourself. It was weird. You did it though.
Yep, challenge done.
Where's the graphic?
Tiki Wiki. I don't know, I think I need one. I'll make one up. Here.
Bigging!
Yep, that's the sound I'll use.
Help me.
You're trying to get me, aren't you?
Help me.
I don't
Help me.
trust you. You're being weird. I don't trust you. You're trying to get me or something.
I'm not. You should pick it up.
I knew you were doing that. I knew you were doing that. The way you were acting, I was like, I don't trust. The way you were doing it was just weird. I was like, why?
It was too obvious.
Yeah, I was like, why the hell are you on the floor like Gollum going, help me, help me? Like I mean, there's acting out because you're, you know, a bit scared, and then there's being Gollum on the floor.
Hashtag Gollum on the floor.
Yeah.
Had a bit of a kerfuffle trying to find meatballs. So we came here like we wanted to try like proper Swedish meatballs and stuff, and we went to about like 10 different places and like nowhere had them. We've been walking for ages and ages. There was one place on like the main high street that had like, there was like the meatball place to go, but the queue was so massive. We were like, if we don't, you know, if we're gonna wait here, it's gonna be like disgusting. But we found this place that they do meatballs. We're waiting for it open until 2, and then we will go and stuff our faces. We are so hungry. It's literally not even funny at this point. So Craig, so darling, please tell the camera our experience we just had in the restaurant. I don't know what.
Well, we went into like a restaurant / pub when it was just opened. So there were like 3 people in there, and a very yummy, talky
gift of the gab, she would say herself.
waitress.
Yeah. Craig was like, oh, I just finished my job, so I was able to travel for a little bit. And then she was like, oh, that's amazing. So she looked at me and then she was like, same for you. And I was like, oh, no, I'm a YouTuber, so I can kind of take my job wherever I want. And she literally looked at me and went, oh, fuck off. And then walked away. I was just like, shooketh. I was like, maybe your last shift, bitch, but doesn't mean you can just swear at me.
So I got you in the pub.
Oh, of course you did. What did you do? Get ready to eat food.
Get a waitress to tell you to fuck off.
Are you joking? Oh my god, I would have been so livid.
It's just like, I just filmed it on my phone and it just had nothing to do with anything, so I couldn't put it anywhere unless I explained it.
Okay.
So I just play it and then...
Oh, are you gonna play now?
Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake. Okay, sure.
Ja. Alltså, han kör taxi.
What weird!
I don't know. Like, you didn't even like question it. I was just like, blow out the candle. That was it.
The thing is, because
I remember at the time I was like, oh, I want to, because I just got the new phone. I got my new phone, right? And I was like, oh, I want to try
slow-mo. Yes, you little...
I was like, oh, what would be cool if you blow
that
out
now.
the candle? And I didn't film it in slow-mo.
God's sake. Sure.
Well, how many points am I on?
2.
Fine.
You don't
Yeah,
get the sugar
fine,
one. I'm sorry,
fine.
you don't get the sugar one because
Fine.
you didn't make me say
Still
sugar.
ahead.
Welcome to the tiny woods of Sweden. We're going now to go get some... Are we doing the scooters now? Yeah, we're doing the scooters now. Hopefully you can hear me throughout the wind. I'm sorry. Oh my god, triggered. Why is it as soon as I start filming, it suddenly goes to hurricane, tsunami, triggered land?
There it is. Scooty Wooty. Why have we not been using these all the time? Because they're fucking amazing.
God, bumpy wumpy.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I'm literally going to die.
So I didn't know what this, I don't know if this was like a nervous thing, but like you kept singing. I don't know if that was like a nerve thing, or just because you were alone because we kept like going forward.
I don't think it's a nervous thing, but when I ride the bikes through the canals in Stratford, I used to sing "I Will Dance Alone." Is that what I'm singing here?
But why?
I don't know. I just do. I just did. Maybe it is just a thing just to calm myself down because I was actually scared to shitless. I guess I really was.
This was your globe.
I was like, we're going to die.
Scooter, are you ready? I turn to you like a flower leaning towards the sun. Oh god, blinded by the light. Give me love I can't ignore. Do 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 do. Wherever you run and wherever you hide, yeah, you face it, baby. Things go bump, bump, bump in the night.
Can't see.
I don't know, I just feel a bit funny, like I'm being too bougie for my own self-worth. I'm like, oh, look at how scooting around in the city. Does that make you feel like that?
I just feel like a tourist.
Like a tourist.
Like, oh, there's another fucking tourist.
On this stupid scooter. Yeah, I bet they really fucking hate them. That was definitely assault. I'm calling the police.
I'm pregnant now.
Yeah, how did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I've been looking forward to this all day because we've been walking a fuck ton, so it's just nice to like glide with the wind.
Yeah. Glide with the wind. You say glide with the wind, get frostbite on our face from the air. It was all, well, I thought I was going to die. Terrified, I was literally terrified the whole time that I was going to die. I'm literally like the worst person imaginable. I will kill someone. If I was anyone like...
You didn't, you done it, you done your challenge.
I know, and I'm feeling a bit shooketh. Shaken up. I mean, it was fun, I'm not going to lie. It was 10. Oh, it was 10, definitely. It was a lot of fun. Ding. It was a lot of fun, definitely a lot of fun. Yes, bitch. Yes, bitch.
We were just like adamant of going to this place just because.
Yeah, we were, because they said they had the best meatballs. We were like, well, as we said earlier, well, we'll see about that. We heard you have the best meatballs in this place. Well, and although I have to say though, it was delicious. But do you remember how long it took them for them to come to give us to even talk to us to begin with?
Oh yeah, we were
ages.
Like in England this wouldn't happen.
Mm-hmm. Calm down, vote leader.
Brexit.
But they were absolutely delicious-wishy. They were gorgeous.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to day 4 of Sweden is yummy. So I don't know what. So we're on a little bit of a road trip today, aren't we?
Yes.
Where are we off to? Do you know what it's called?
The High Road. It's the highest road in Sweden.
Oh, is it? I thought you were making like a Crash Bandicoot joke because of Crash Bandicoot. No,
It's all coming together.
Lord. Anyway, so we're gonna fly the drone today. That's gonna be great. We can get some nice shots of the car and stuff, and like us driving and be all like artsy dartsy and all that stuff.
Artsy dancy.
I know. I was gonna say artsy fartsy, and then all of a sudden I remembered that Scandinavia seems to like the word fart, just to mean exit.
It does.
This was a shit intro for today.
So Craig, what are we doing?
Driving through the Swedish countryside.
Countryside, yes. The snowy countryside.
Yes.
We had so we came to do some like drone stuff and stuff, but it's a lot more difficult than we imagined.
It's terrifying.
Yeah. Thing is, because obviously Craig's like rented a drone. He has obviously a little bit more tension, trying not to worry about breaking it or anything. And the road here is a little bit like it's great, but there's stuff kind of all around that is a bit nerve-wracking.
Power lines, trees.
Power lines, trees.
Other cars.
UFOs. And so we got the drone up and stuff. We were doing all the kind of thing. It was great, and we started going. But it was just a bit scary.
It's very scary. It's like literally one gust of wind and you're fucked.
So, interesting story. It was rather bizarre. So we just stopped in this little lay-by because we wanted like obviously to do drone footage and stuff. And wanted to do like a nice little shot of the car because we're on this really nice road still. And then like the police came, or the police as they called them, came up behind us, and I started freaking out. And I was like, oh my god, we're gonna get in trouble. This is so horrendous has happened. And they just like was checking up on us to see what we were doing. I don't know if they were suspicious or they just was like, we're having a quiet day, so let's just pick on these people.
Well, they just said we just wondered if we needed help because we stopped.
Yeah.
So they were nice.
And then they like found out that we were English, and then all of a sudden it was like, hold on. I'm like, yeah, okay, let's have a chat. Well, I mean, I didn't. I froze up, and he was doing it all for, well, everything, because I'm pathetic. So now we're a bit nervous about flying the drone, because like, oh, are we meant to? So Craig's finding out if we're allowed to do it here. And then we shall get some nice little sky shotty-watties of the cardy-waddy, that's drivey.
Someone gets stuck.
Yeah.
In fucking snow. Snowy webby. Stucky bucky and snowy. What else have we done today? Like nothing. Stopped in McDonald's.
Yeah, we had McDonald's for lunch, breakfast, brunch thing.
Brunch.
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 The woman was really confused on the tannoy thing, talking to us. That was fun.
I just really want to. Fuck it. Oh my god, okay, thank god. Shit.
Oh my god.
I didn't realise it was that deep. Can I reverse out?
Oh my god.
Things you get out on push, love.
How the fuck am I supposed to push this? Oh my god. Can I even open the door?
It's gone.
What do we do?
Oh. Okay, well.
Hooray! We said a minute ago about how I'm good at hiding what I felt. I literally, at that point, I thought we were going to die. Because I was like, we're stuck now, we're gonna die. We're like, my mind goes from like 0 to like 1,000,000 in like the space of a couple of seconds. I mean, you wouldn't be able to tell, but I was literally like, we're dead. This is it, girl.
Like, genuinely?
Yeah, I was like, we're gonna die. We're gonna be stuck here forever, no one's gonna help, we don't know what the hell we're gonna do. I was like panicking like anything. But so you don't know that.
No, I don't. This is why we have our outer inner monologue here.
I was like, shit.
And we got a winch.
Sorry?
It's bad.
There's someone coming.
Yeah. Hi. We're a bit stuck. I've got. You speak English?
No. Have you called some help?
No, because we just got here.
Oh, vi orkar väl inte första.
You haven't got a winch, have you?
No, we haven't.
Okay. We didn't realise the snow went that deep.
What? Vad säger du?
We didn't realise the snow went that deep.
No, yeah.
So. I don't think I can't even push it out.
So,
We're free!
where do we start with what just happened?
So we wanted to get a nice drone shot of the road here because it's lovely and breathtakingly beautiful with the trees and the sun.
It's gorgeous. We were like,
and the ice
yes,
and the snow, it's all beautiful. I was like, let's just fuck it, let's just stop somewhere and there's like no cars, let's just stop somewhere. And then little did I know, the road doesn't continue on, like the ground doesn't continue on into like the trees and the forest and no, it's like road, dip,
yeah.
trees. All across this road and now I see it. Like, can you see it? Like,
Yeah, we can see now.
It just dips. But I pulled over and then the right side of the car just
Died.
fell in a ditch. We just fell in a ditch.
But then like 5 people stopped, like 5 different cars. Like, it was insane.
Yeah.
But eventually, one guy
A guy with a van and a winch.
Yeah, he actually had like a proper rope to like pull it out because the first guy tried to pull us out, but it had like it was like he was using a bungee cord and it just snapped because it wasn't strong enough.
Yeah.
And they were trying to tell Craig to do things in the car, like just and Dick goes like I don't know what you're telling me to do.
Like the reverse. Like I know what they were talking about, but like, I don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But anyway, that was fun. My feet are completely drenched.
Yep.
From digging snowy worry.
It's fun.
So, with all that being said, we're going back to the place.
I see a sky with a reindeer car, but I'm not running. I see a train moving all too fast, but I'm not leaving. And you go round and round and round when you cannot see. I will ride behind you, a hawk in the tree. You look so beautiful today, and how the game is changing. Just like a stranger, suddenly knows everything.
Last day.
Yeah, it's our last day now. We're just came back to the main part of the city to sit by the fabulous docks and do some
Docky walkie.
to do some filming and stuff. Have you had a nice time though, Craig?
Yes, we had some ups and downs.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly ups. Highlights.
Oh gosh. So threatening the meatball man by saying we've heard this is
And we actually went there. And
I
it was
mean,
lovely.
I actually didn't, although we laughed about it, the ghost walk I thought was really funny just because we laughed quite a lot about it afterwards and made jokes and things. I really enjoyed yesterday driving and seeing all that, getting stuck in the thing.
I love the scooter.
Scooter's fun.
It's my highlight.
I was glad that, we actually did it.
Yeah.
And I didn't become like
Die.
that moany bitch who was like, no, I can't do it, I'm too scared.
But low lights.
Low light? There's nothing, what's your low light? I don't have something that I don't like. Being with you.
Oh yeah, the lack of fucking road markings. Fucking like going down the wrong road twice.
Mm-hmm. We weren't vlogging that.
Scared me shitless.
Oh my god, that's low lights, the wind.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, low lights, wind. Being charged too much for petrol, and it is pretty expensive here.
Yeah, it's really expensive. Like, I feel like it's probably more so than London. Actually, it's still one of the highlights. I feel like I was staying on a boat.
How rough was this the third night? Literally, like the waves against the side was like this, just smashing.
I think that's why they made the beds this morning. They were like, sorry about
Yeah,
the
it was
last
like
night.
sorry about last night.
Oh, there it is.
And that was how she died. Maybe that's the sign that we've done enough.
So after we filmed that little sectiony, like our last bit in Stockholm.
He's lost the will to live, darlings. Hi, everyone watching this video. Just so you know, remember you said about a little while ago about carer and patient? Just kind of come to.
So, yeah, talking of patient, there's a guy that came up to us as we were packing up. Yeah, he could tell we were like from somewhere else, so he just started talking to us, and he had this like air canister that you like use like whipped cream for, and then he was just like sucking on it, and then he had like a really deep voice afterwards, and he was just talking and rambling about how birds have his keys to his castle.
Okay, look at the bird there. See it turning.
Yeah.
The way it's turning. Yeah. About there.
Cool.
I work as a gardener.
It was the fact they had like the deep voice afterwards, because he like went, so that's my castle over there with the reservoir.
It was so bizarre. And then like, okay, so he spoke perfect English. It was like literally perfect. And then he looked at me and said, I like that thing you've got on your head. And I was like, what? It was like that. And I was like, my hat. Yeah, I didn't know that word. And
it was like our final thing.
Yes.
In Stockholm, and then we were like, had to go to the airport.
We're on our way home, we won't be. We went through the worst check-in ever, but we got the plane here. Goodbye, fabulous Sweden. We loved you. See you soon. By the way, guys, in that process as well, that's when I got him. I was like, I had to make like a little tower with some weird things, and he has to knock it over. So I stacked up like my passport with like a camera and stuff, and put them on top of each other, and he knocked it over. I wasn't filming though because that was one of the props. But so I did get him on that as well. So animation, please. Ding, tick. So that's 3 I got you on. So we are back here in London, Liverpool Street. We're about to say goodbye to this beautiful man, which I'm very sad about. Excuse me, can you take the nice words, please?
No.
Come and give me a nice little hug. Yes, we toured. Yes, we toured. I love it. Thank you so much. It's been great.
Thanks for coming and being my special guest.
Special guest.
We did the challenges. We did everything.
Yeah. I had a really nice time, so thank you for inviting me, and thank you for not killing me, because I was genuinely worried. I was talking to Callum before we left, and I was like, I know that I am grating, I know that I'm annoying, and to be with me for like 5 days, I was like, he's gonna want to fucking kill me towards the end of it.
And because it was a while back and we didn't know each other that well, seeing it now and seeing us now is very different, whereas like...
I've not seen you since March.
Oh yeah, I won Don't Get Got.
You won Don't Get Got.
I won it.
You did. What ones did I miss?
Oh yeah, you kept dropping things. Oh, well, that was...
I've got... Okay, so one of my things was I had to get him to pick something off the floor, and I kept over and over again dropping my card on the floor. I must have done it about 15 times.
You did it after the ditch as well.
I just kept...
I was like, it's not the time.
No, but like the whole time I was trying to, and you wouldn't pick it up for me because you're a selfish bitch.
Success.
Successy with you.
Thanks for coming. Thanks
for
for
having
escaping with me.
Oh, it was good.
To less sweat.
I kind of wish I came back and you didn't, but you know, I kind of all my own way. Sorry, I'm hijacking.
Ruining my
Yeah, sorry,
outro.
I'll be nice, sorry.
Let's escape off screen.
We almost died.